Hello, thank you for joining in and watching this presentation on the oil cilantro. So cilantro is a plant, it's an herb, and you may have used it many times. In fact, you've probably had it before in salads or salad dressings or many different recipes. So cilantro has many different benefits. Cilantro is from the same plant as coriander. Coriander is the seed and cilantro is the leaf. So later I will be covering coriander oil, and some of their effects, benefits are very similar. So cilantro is the oil of releasing control. Emotionally, it's all about releasing our control of situations and releasing the parts of our bodies that are very toxic. Sometimes we have micromanagers inside us that have to have everything the right way, and when things don't line up the right way, then we are depressed and we're emotionally distraught and stuck. So cilantro can help us release control of things we don't control and help us find peace in that. So some of the physical properties of cilantro include antibacterial. They are great for cleansing. It's great for detoxing and keeping our bodies clean. It is great for the immunofunction, and it's an immune stimulant, so it can really help in stimulating and keeping a healthy immune system, as well as for the gastrointestinal system as well. So it can help the gastrointestinal system regulate itself. It can help it stay cleared and keep things moving well so that our pipes and our tubes throughout our body are staying clean. So some of the main constituents of cilantro are linalool and 2-decanol. So just real quickly, 2-decanol, that one's interesting because there's a stink bug, and that is one of the main compounds in that bug, and that's what it uses as part of its stink as well. So it's a very potent oil. So I thought that was very interesting. I did some research on decanol, and it was really hard to find any of the benefits, properties, things like that. So if you're interested, try and find it yourself. Otherwise, we might just have to wait till more studies are done on it. The next is linalool. This oil, this constituent, has been very studied very much, tested very much, and it has tons of properties. Linalool is in a lot of different essential oils, different plants. It is in tons of plants, and it is said that linalool is one of the main agents that gives lavender its smell. So linalool in itself has tons of amazing properties. Cilantro has many other compounds and constituents, but linalool is one of the main ones. So some of the properties that have been found with linalool include being an anxiolytic. They've done many studies with linalool and lavender, and they figured out that it is very beneficial for soothing anxieties and feelings of stress. It has been known to be a sedative as well. They've done tests on rats and things like that, and have found the sedative properties, as well as, like, if you use lavender, you can tell, most people can tell that it really calms and soothes, and is quite a sedative. So linalool is anxiolytic, a sedative. It's an analgesic, and so it helps with pain relief, and it's anti-nociception. This is something I learned about today, and anti-nociception means that it covers up the pain, and so when the cells are putting out distress signals, linalool helps to kind of cover those over so that we're not as distressed by those signals. So linalool, you probably, like, if you had pure linalool, you wouldn't want to use it constantly to just cover up the pain. But in circumstances where you get hurt or where you have feelings of pain, the small amount of linalool in these oils is great for helping soothe that pain and reduce the feelings of pain. So linalool is also anti-inflammatory. It is great for helping our joints and bones and inflamed muscles. It's anti-convulsive as well as anti-epileptic, and so if you often suffer feelings or when your body freaks out, if you get that a lot, if you get convulses or shaky, things like that, linalool can aid and benefit those feelings. So it's worth trying if you're looking for something to aid those. Linalool is also antifungal and antimicrobial, so it's great for cleaning, cleansing. It gives cilantro some of its detoxing properties, and it is also a insecticidal, so it is great for keeping away insects and things like that. They did a study with mosquitoes. They had citronella candles, geraniol candles, and linalool candles, and geraniol candles were very, very potent, and citronella candles worked well for keeping mosquitoes away, but the linalool was twice as effective as the citronella, which most people know to keep bugs away. So when they did the study with mosquitoes, they did an outdoor study, and the linalool candle kept about 64.9% of mosquitoes away, or 64.9 more mosquitoes away than if nothing was used, and that's about twice as much as the other one, the citronella. And when used with sand flies as well, it kept about 48.5% of sand flies away. And when used inside, the linalool candle kept 93% of mosquitoes away. So if used in enclosed spaces, just diffusing linalool or oils with linalool is great for keeping bugs at bay, mosquitoes specifically. So that is linalool. It has many properties, many other properties, and it's quite amazing. So I'm going to go over the emotional properties of cilantro. So cilantro in its herb form, it has many detoxing properties, and it is a heavy metal detoxer. And so if you eat a lot of cilantro, it'll help your body detox. And one thing to note is if you eat a lot of cilantro salad, it'll help your body detox lots of heavy metals, because it has something where it bonds the metals to the cilantro. It absorbs and attracts the metal and bonds it. And so if you don't have something to pull it out, something to pull those metals out, stuff like the green stuff, spirulina, or chlorella, both really help in pulling those agents out, the metals out, as well as Redmond bentonite clay. But if you don't have bentonite clay or something to extract the metals after they've bonded with the cilantro, then if you eat too much cilantro salad, you can actually get heavy metal poisoning, which is really interesting. There's been people who eat a salad every day for several weeks, and all the metals get released and are just floating around their body, and it's more toxic than if the metals had stayed there. So that is just for the cilantro herb, but cilantro in itself has many inherent detoxing properties. So emotionally, it is a deep cleanser, and so it will help us cleanse our emotions. It's the oil of release and control, and so like I was saying earlier, sometimes we have emotions and thoughts and feelings deep inside us where we feel like we have to be in control of situations, or we have to micromanage things. we have fillings inside of ourselves that we just have to do this thing, and it might be something completely apart from what our heart tells us, and so we can be torn. And the cilantro can help us cleanse those fillings. It can help us get in deep and find the fillings that we are off with and offer us support to cleanse those fillings. It can support us in showing us that there is something greater, a greater structure, and so that we don't have to be the micromanagers of certain structures. It's an emotional detoxifier. So same thing, it's great for detoxifying nasty emotions, negative things, emotions that are blocked or stuck, or if you think of heavy metals, what they do in our body is they go find places and tuck away, and they create bubbles of toxins in our body. And the cilantro is great for finding those emotional bubbles of toxins and cleansing them. Emotionally, it is a great relief or reliever of sadness. Cilantro, again, helps us feel supported, and if we are feeling anxious or sad, it can help us feel the support of the plants and support of nature and support of higher things so that we can release our sadness. And it also provides release from attachment. It's releasing control. So if we're attached to things being a certain way and they're not that way and we just end up getting torn, then cilantro will help us and assist us in releasing from attachment to negative attachments. So that's cilantro. It smells like cilantro, has a very herby, very green smell to it, and I love the smell of cilantro. I would recommend using this, like, I love the cilantro herb, but I love the oils as well, so if you'd like to use it with cooking, it works great in like salad dressings, things like that. If you're using it in salads, I would recommend mixing it with the cilantro leaf. You can get the full flavor from the oil, but the leaf has other benefits as well, and just using the leaf feels a little bit better. So it's good to mix them. You get really strong, potent flavor from the oil, but the herb and the cilantro leaf is more original and natural feeling. So that is cilantro. The retail price, if you would like to order it through the company that I choose for their purity, for their 100% pure oils, doTERRA, the retail price is $34.67 and the wholesale price is $26. And if you are interested in purchasing it, you can go to their website at doterra.com, or in the description segment below, I have our doTERRA website. So it's the same price, but it supports our company in doTERRA. So that is cilantro for you. I hope you have learned something from this video. Cilantro, or coriander, is said to be safe during pregnancy, and that is the seed of cilantro. I couldn't find anything specific on cilantro, but if you are pregnant and using oils, be sure to talk to your doctor or physician and ask for their advice. Be sure to research it yourself and dilute the oils as well so that you don't get the pure potent oils. You can use this oil neat, which means you can put it on without diluting it. It's not a hot oil, and it is a mostly safe oil to use. So I am not a licensed doctor or physician. This is not medical advice. If you are searching for medical advice, contact a doctor or a physician. This is advice from my experience, from my research, and advice on natural remedies. So that is cilantro for you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate any comments, questions, or concerns or ideas, things like that in the comment section below. Thank you.